McDonald's. What's the first thing that comes to your mind the time I say McDonald's? Burgers or nuggets? You know the first thing that comes to my mind? It's embarrassment. Hi, I'm Hussein Zohair and I'm the author of Joining James. And as you can tell, my stammer. Actually, that is the reason that I became a writer, with that and McDonald's. It happened in 2008. I was less than 18 years old. Up to that age, I used to depend upon my mother and my brother to order. Till that age, I didn't have the courage to order on my own. But one day, luckily or unluckily, no one was at home and I had nothing to eat and I was hungry. So I decided to go down to McDonald's and to order. It'll be my first ever order. So I picked up some money and I started to practice the words I'd say. All I had to say was, I want a chicken burger. And I practiced until I felt that my confidence was at an all-time high. As I reached the lift and as I took it down, as the levels passed by, I started to feel my confidence leave me. And as we reached the ground, almost all of my confidence was gone. But still I had some left, so I made my way to McDonald's. I went back and I stood in line. As the line started to reduce, my anxiety started to increase even more. My heartbeat got faster, and I could feel each of the thumps of my heart beating against my chest and breaking my ribs until the moment came. The time I stood next to the cashier, looking at her, and she nicely asked me, welcome to McDonald's, and what would you like to have? And I couldn't say anything at all. All this time, all the practice I did, it was for nothing. My mouth was left open and I couldn't say anything at all. No words came out, no sound, just air. She asked me again, and that increased my anxiety even more. I tried and I tried and I tried, but just nothing happened. Until I gave up. I started to cry, and I just ran out with everyone looking at me. As I ran up to my home, I jumped on my bed and just cried on my pillow. As I cried and cried, and I started to think about my future. That if I can't do this, if I can't order at McDonald's, how will I go to college? How will I have a job, a wife, kids? How will I do any of those things? I started to lose confidence. I'm in the present me who's talking to you right now. But at that time, somehow, I noticed a book and a pen on my side. So I picked it up and I started to vent. I wrote down everything I felt, all of my emotions, all of my rage, all of my despair, everything written down in that book. And actually, that helped me, because after I was done, my heart felt lighter. And that was the time that I realized that if I write in a book, I'm talking to a person with no hindrance, with this damn tongue not affecting me. And that's the time I decided to become a writer, because if I can't use my speech to tell the world everything I have to tell, then I'll pick up a pen and write it all down. That was then, and this is now. I'm more than 8 years on. I've experienced a lot in my life, all good, all bad, each and everything. And all the life that a person like me has to see has been written down in this book. Joining James encompasses everything that I felt in my life all this while. The reason I wrote this book is to explain to you guys how it's like to live a life like this. Because all you get to see are the external effects. You don't know how it is like to live a life with a speech issue like this. How difficult it is for us to have this battle every day every day we have to fight this weakness inside of us. Well, that's what I used to call it. It's no longer a weakness because it helped me realize my strengths. So I hope you pick up this book, and I hope you have a good time as you read it and learn what it's like to live a life like this. My name is Hussein Zohair, and thank you for listening.